Marjorie Taylor Greene appears to be exacting her revenge on Donald Trump, and she's doing it at the worst possible moment for him. This comes as at least 3 million Epstein-related documents have now been released. Documents that are absolutely devastating not only to Donald Trump, but to a web of right-wing oligarchs, political insiders, and wealthy power players connected to him. We still believe, and the evidence strongly suggests, that the Department of Justice is withholding at least 3 million additional Epstein documents. But even this partial release, forced by overwhelming public pressure, has already blown a hole through Trump's narrative and exposed just how desperate this regime has become to suppress the truth. Now, enter Marjorie Taylor Greene. Greene posted the following message publicly. Well, based on files released and then deleted, I'd say the odds went up on bombing Iran. It is Friday after all. That statement is not random. It is loaded. And it is directly tied to the Epstein documents that were briefly posted by the DOJ, deleted, and then quietly restored only after the Midas Touch Network exposed the deletion and ignited public outrage. We were the first outlet to publish these documents. We were the first to report that they had been removed. And after that exposure, and the pressure campaign that followed, the DOJ put the files back online. You can review the documents yourself on our Substack at MidasPlus.com. Earlier in the day, we posted the following summary. The new Epstein Files production features numerous allegations made against Donald Trump and others. Let's be very clear before going further. These are allegations contained within official files. They are not all corroborated, but they were deemed relevant enough by Trump's DOJ to be released, then deleted, then reposted. And what's inside these files is disturbing. One allegation states that an unidentified female reported that a friend was forced to perform oral sex on Donald Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey, when she was allegedly 13 or 14 years old. According to the document, the girl bit Trump during the act, laughed, and was allegedly struck in the face in response. The same friend reported abuse by Jeffrey Epstein. Another allegation describes a Jane Doe who had a friend serving as Epstein's personal assistant in Florida from the late 1980s to early 1990s. That assistant reportedly shared names of guests at Epstein's parties, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Another allegation states that at age 16, while modeling, a victim attended multiple parties at Epstein's New York residence and was sexually assaulted. There are further allegations claiming Donald Trump hosted parties at Mar-a-Lago, referred to as calendar girl events, where Epstein allegedly brought minors. The descriptions in the files are graphic, horrifying, and deeply disturbing. You can read the full document on MidasPlus.com, but I want to warn you, it is extremely triggering. Then there are emails between FBI agents, referencing information obtained through Epstein's cellmate interviews. One allegation from those summaries states that Epstein introduced a Jane Doe to Trump, after which Trump allegedly forced her head down toward his exposed genitals. When she bit him, he allegedly punched her and kicked her out. Again, these are allegations contained in FBI documents, not findings of fact. Another allegation describes Epstein introducing a girl to Trump by saying, "This is a good one, huh?" To which Trump allegedly replied, "Yeah." In addition, there is a formal FBI 302 report, an official interview summary, describing a survivor who was introduced to Donald Trump by Ghislaine Maxwell. The report states Maxwell presented the survivor like a resume, coached her appearance, commented on Trump's preferences, and arranged a visit to Mar-a-Lago. While the survivor said nothing sexual ultimately occurred with Trump, the context made it clear she was being offered as available. The survivor later described Maxwell as sociopathic and said she feared Maxwell could kill her if she was not convicted. These are not social media rumors. These are not anonymous blog posts. These are documents released by the Department of Justice. And then, after all of this, Marjorie Taylor Greene goes public. In a separate video, Greene stated outright that Donald Trump personally threatened her, calling her a traitor and warning her that his friends would get hurt if she continued pushing for full disclosure of the Epstein files. She said, "There were only 4 Republicans who really fought to get these files released. We were all threatened. Donald Trump called me a traitor. He told me his friends would get hurt." She went further, questioning why anyone would remain friends with people who abuse women and teenage girls, and warning Republican voters that the administration is breaking the law Trump himself signed. When asked why the files are being hidden, Greene responded, "Because they protect some of the richest, most powerful people." She then suggested Epstein operated as part of the intelligence world and claimed ties to Israel, referencing Epstein's documented relationship with former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak. Notably, the newly released files include emails showing Epstein asking Barak to clarify to Qatari officials that Epstein was not Mossad, followed by a smiley face emoji that reads as deeply sarcastic. Greene is not acting randomly here. She is detonating a political bomb, and she is not alone. The documents also show Epstein appearing to coach Steve Bannon on language meant to portray Trump as dominant and in control. Due to sloppy redactions, Epstein's name appears redacted in one instance, while Bannon's appears in another, making the coordination unmistakable. Then there are the Elon Musk connections. An actual email from Elon Musk to Epstein asks, "What day will be the wildest party on your island?" Musk has publicly denied visiting Epstein's island. Yet emails show Epstein thanking Musk for touring SpaceX and telling him he would have had fun at Christmas. Musk replies with a smiley face. There are also emails involving Musk's brother, Kimball Musk, referencing an Epstein-associated woman named Jennifer, with warnings not to harm her. Warnings Kimball appears to acknowledge casually. Other emails show Epstein coordinating women for powerful men, including New York Giants owner Steve Tisch and Jets owner Woody Johnson, discussing the age of a Ukrainian woman and whether she was a working girl or a civilian. Howard Lutnick, Trump's Commerce Secretary, appears throughout these files despite previously claiming he severed all ties with Epstein years earlier. Emails show discussions of island visits, nanny hiring, donations, and Epstein giving $50,000 toward an award honoring Lutnick. As analyst Sarah Longwell notes, it increasingly looks like the Trump administration has decided on a fall guy. And Howard Lutnick is everywhere in these documents. So when Marjorie Taylor Greene mocks Trump publicly, references war escalation, and accuses the administration of hiding crimes to protect elites, this is not accidental. This is a political execution in slow motion. Greene is signaling that she knows where the bodies are buried, and that she is no longer playing along. And Donald Trump? He is surrounded. He is exposed, and the documents are only halfway released. We will keep following this story step by step. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe.